Wee white hydrangea, a charming addition to your garden. The wee white hydrangea, a dwarf variety of the Hydrangea invincibile series, has stolen a piece of my heart. Its compact size, abundant white blooms, and easygoing nature make it a perfect fit for my garden, and I suspect it would be a welcome addition to yours as well. Over the past few seasons, I've learned the intricacies of caring for this little gem. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this guide will equip you with the knowledge to cultivate a thriving wee white hydrangea. Finding the perfect spot for your wee white. This hydrangea thrives in sunlight. At least 6 hours of direct sun per day is ideal, especially in cooler climates. However, if you live in a hotter region, some afternoon shade can be beneficial to prevent the leaves from scorching. The key is to find a balance between enough sun for vibrant blooms and protection from the harshest afternoon rays. When choosing a location, consider the sunlight patterns throughout the day in your garden. Hydration is key. Watering your wee white. Wee white hydrangeas, like most flowering plants, appreciate consistent moisture. Aim to keep the soil evenly moist but not soggy. During hot and dry periods, you may need to water your hydrangea more frequently, perhaps daily or every other day. A good rule of thumb is to stick your finger into the soil. If the top inch feels dry, it's time to water. Feeding your wee white. Fertilization. While wee white hydrangeas are generally low maintenance, a light feeding in early spring can give them a boost. A balanced, granular fertilizer formulated for roses is a good option. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can encourage excessive foliage growth at the expense of blooms. How to care for wee white hydrangea. Here are some additional tips for keeping your wee white hydrangea happy and healthy. Mulch. Apply a layer of mulch around the base of the plant to retain moisture, regulate soil temperature, and suppress weeds. Pruning. Prune your wee white hydrangea in late winter or early spring, just before new growth emerges. Simply cut back the stems by about 1/3 of their length. This encourages bushier growth and promotes more blooms. Deadheading. As the blooms start to fade, you can deadhead them to encourage continued flowering. Simply snip off the spent flower head just above a healthy set of leaves. When to propagate wee white hydrangea. Propagating your wee white hydrangea is a rewarding way to expand your garden or share this lovely plant with friends. The ideal time for propagation is in late spring or early summer, just after the new growth has begun to harden off. You can propagate wee white hydrangeas through stem cuttings. Here's a quick guide to propagating wee white hydrangea through stem cuttings. Select healthy, non-flowering stems that are about 6 to 8 inches long. Make a clean cut just below a leaf node with a sharp knife or pruning shears. Remove the lower leaves from the cutting, leaving a few nodes exposed. Dip the cut end of the stem in rooting hormone, optional, but can improve success rate. Plant the cutting in a pot filled with a well-draining potting mix. Water the pot thoroughly and keep the soil consistently moist. Place the pot in a location with indirect sunlight. After several weeks, roots should begin to develop. Once the roots are established, you can transplant your new wee white hydrangea to its permanent location in the garden. With a little care and attention, your wee white hydrangea will reward you with season after season of stunning white blooms. So why not add this delightful little shrub to your garden and enjoy its beauty for years to come?